Good morning, everyone. Welcome to session number 4 of Skill Sprint 2025, a platform dedicated to learning, growth, and empowerment. Skill Sprint is all about equipping individuals with the right skills to excel in their professional and personal journeys. And today's session is no exception. It is my honor to introduce our distinguished speaker, JCI Senator Dilip Ramachandran, a name synonymous with excellence in training and development. Starting his journey at just 18, he became a national trainer by 21 and an author of JCI India by 22. With over 11 years of experience, he has trained professionals from renowned organizations like Indus Motors, Star Health Insurance, Amway India, Bajaj Allianz, and more. As the founder and head coach of SSKEEP Academy, he has been instrumental in shaping leaders backed by certifications from prestigious institutions like Dale Carnegie Institute USA, Mindmasters, ICCI, KPMG Academy, and NIST. His accolades include the JCI India Iconic Trainer Award and the NIST Best Corporate Coach Award 2021. Today, he will take us through Sales 101, Mastering the Persuasion Skills in Sales, a must-learn skill for anyone looking to excel in the world of sales and business. Let's give a warm virtual welcome to our esteemed speaker, JCI Senator Dilip Ramachandran. Over to you, sir.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Siddesh, for your wonderful introduction. Happy morning to each and everyone. So, first of all, I like to appreciate each and every person who have joined this morning, because this Sunday morning you could have spent some time with your family, or you could have gone for a movie, or you could have gone for some outing as well. But those who have joined, I would say you are really lucky. Why? Because only those who are serious about their profession, about their life, they used to spend some time for learning. So learning is a continuous process, and we should be a ever long student to become successful in your life. All right. So with this, let me ask you, how many of you are business owners? Please type BO in the chat box. You can use the chat box to interact with me. So please be active, since it is an online session. Let's be, yeah, you can type B in the chat box. Ajesh is a business owner. Mr. Hari, yes, Divya. All right, good. So how many of you are into sales? How many sales professionals are there in this meeting right now? Okay, you can type SP. You can type SP in the chat box. SP, sales professionals. If is there any sales professionals in the group, you can just type SP in the chat box. All right. I think no sales professionals out here. All of them are business owners. All right. So, all right. How many professionals are here? Can you type P in the chat box? P. Yes, Mr. Sadish. P. Good. How many professionals? All right. So let me ask you something. So do you think selling matters only for sales professionals, or it applicable for business owners, professionals, irrespective of the profession you deal with? How many of you think sales really matters for everyone? Can you type I in the chat box? If you consider sales is applicable for everyone, you can type I in the chat box. Divya says I, it matters for everyone. Ajay says I, it matters for everyone. Sadish says it matters for everyone. Amrita says I. All right. Great. Mr. Hari says I. Right. So irrespective of the profession you deal with, it doesn't matter. We are trying to sell one thing or other thing in many ways. It could be a product or service, or it could be something else. Not necessarily it could be a physical product, not necessary to be a physical product or a service which we daily use in our work or a personal life. It could be a relationship as well. Okay, you meet a person, you want to make a friendship with some person, you're selling yourself that I will be a good friend to you. So I am trying myself so that I can be friend with Nirmala madam, so that she can become my friend. So I used to sell. How do I sell? By showing my qualities, by interacting with her. I try to share my likes. So this is how. So the selling happens in various ways. Since only in that workplace we use the word selling. When it comes to business, when it comes to the profession, we use the word selling intentionally. So today, dear friends, This is, sales is a ocean. There are a lot of things to learn. So it is this session is just a tip of the iceberg, and we are just touching up the basics and of persuasion. All right, so that is what we are going to learn. So let me share the screen right now. All right, so I request each and everyone to make notes of it. You can make your own notes, the what all things you coming up in your mind. You can just make notes out of it. Since it is a very short session, I like to keep things very simple. Okay, I don't want to make things complicated. I like to make things simple. Once again, I welcome to our today's session. Sales 101, the basics, the art of persuasion. So let me ask you something. What do you mean by persuasion? Can anyone use the chat box? You can just share what is your understanding? What is that one thing which comes in your mind when you hear the word persuasion?
Using good talk to sell your product, so that the other party will feel that without buying your product, life will be useless.
All right. Okay. Any more answers? You can just use the chat box, or you can also unmute and share your thought as well. Convince the client. Mr. Sajesh says convince the client. Divya says to build connectivity or trust. All right. Great. Thank you. Thank you for your responses. Thank you. Thank you for your responses. So let's dwell into it. What is persuasion and how it works? So, friends, persuasion in sales is the art of influencing. So you have to underline the word influencing. It's not. It is not. It is not convincing them. Okay, you understand? You're just influencing. You're influencing that customer. It is not about convincing. It's not about pushing them to purchase a product or service. It's all about influencing. Okay, influencing. So it's an art. It's an art of influencing. So art means anyone can learn it. So it is a part of a sales. So this is a basic thing which you into sales, whether irrespective of your business you deal with, whether you are a business owner, whether you are a sales professional, whether you're a teacher, or whether you're a trainer. So we have to influence our audience, right? So influences really matters. So persuasion in sales is the art of influencing a customer's thought. So what do we influence? We influence the thought of the customer, decisions and actions towards purchasing a product or service. So it's all about understanding the customer's needs and building a connection and presenting a solution which help the customer to take an action. So that is what the persuasion is all about. So it's all about influencing the thought of the customer. We are influencing them. We are influencing their thought, their decisions to choose to pick up a right product or service. This is called persuasion. And let me ask you one thing. Why do you think persuasion is important in a sales process? Can you comment a couple of your thoughts on it? Why do you think persuasion plays a role in a sales process? Why it is important? Why persuasion seems to be important in a sales process?
A customer is not fully knowledgeable about what the product is about or something. So we have to give him a class on what the product is. And that will influence his thoughts.
Okay. All right. Any more answers? You can use the chat box as long-term relationship building. Good. Great, Satish. Building long-term relationship. Yeah. Then what else? Feel free to use the chat box. Don't think that whether the answer will be right or wrong. So we all are learning. Even I am also learning while doing this session. So you can feel free to respond to share your thoughts. What is the importance of persuasion in the sales process? That is the question I asked. Anyone two more responses? So Anjali says helps customer in finding the best things. Right. Thank you for your response. So let's check move forward. So importance of persuasion in sales. Number one, it helps to solve customers' problem. It helps to solve customers' problem. It helps to solve customers' problem. See, always remember, no one want to buy your product or service. They all want to buy a solution for the problem they're facing. So whenever you're doing a sales process, doesn't matter whether you what designation you hold. You may be a business owner, you may be a sales executive. When you're into the sales process, you should always have this thought. You are not trying to sell any product or service. You're trying to solve a problem of that particular customer you're dealing with. So the solution can be provided by persuasion. So it allows salesperson to know what is the exact challenges he is going through. So that is one thing what persuasion in sales process deal with. So second most important thing is that building emotional connect. Building emotional connect really plays a very vital role. So if you see the campaigns of Amul, the brand, the taste of India, we call Amul is a taste of India. We always connect with our, connect with us easily with our emotions, because the ads, the campaign they're selling emotional stories to us. So it helps to connect. It also helps you to increase conversions. So if you look at, some examples like e-commerce websites like Flipkart, Amazon, eBay, they'll be providing a lot of discounts, cashback offers, coupons. These things will help you to increase the conversion. Personalized services, some exclusive packages they prefer. So these kind of things we start applying, it helps to bring long-term relationship. So these are the reasons why persuasion plays a vital role in the sales process. So now let's look into the link between persuasion and the customer trust. So tell me, dear friends, how does this persuasion get linked in the customer trust? How do it get linked? Any of your thoughts? Could you please share your thoughts? How does it link?
When you persuade a customer, he gets a trust in you, and then he's willing to listen to you, unlike
All right.
the other a person who just sells his products and go.
Influencer customer is equal to repeated sales. All right. Thank you for the responses. Thank you for the responses. Yeah. So the number one thing is that it's all about transparency and honesty. It's all about transparency and honesty. So the link between persuasion and the customer trust. See, business is all about trust. Business is all about values, and that is how you have to deal with. So once the customer feels that this person is genuinely good and is very honest in his dealings, it helps you to give more business. There are some people who think that, okay, especially say for an example, this is an example. I take an example from insurance industry. There are some insurance agents, or we name it as an advisors. For getting the policy, they won't disclose the end date terms and conditions to the customers. So when they try, there are only few of them are there, but there are people who still do that. They don't disclose the end date terms and conditions to the customers. So what happens is that at the time of the claim, when the claim get rejected, the customer start asking questions. Why I didn't get the claim? I have been paying the premium for past 6 years. Now my claim got rejected. And at the time only the customer get to know. So sorry, sir, you won't able to get this particular disease because it has some waiting period, and it has some other conditions as well. So being transparent really matters. So how genuine you are, how transparent you are really matters. And second most important thing is that understanding customer needs. Say for an example, if you look at Reliance, when they launched Jio, they understood the pain area, the issues the customer are facing. So they started providing data on affordable rates, and later on what happened. So it's all about understanding what the customer really want. And my friends, consistency builds credibility. So building credibility is a long-term process. It won't happen overnight. It won't happen just like that. People has to believe in your product or service. The consistency, the way you provide the service, the quality of your product, you have to be a consistent performance. If you look at, for say example, if you look at Titan watches, it's a brand of Tata Group, Titan watches. The quality of the product, the after sales service, all these things helps to build the credibility, and that is why still they are in the market. So consistency really matters. You have to be consistent about your services, about your product, about the quality. There should be no other compromises which you have to do. And the next most important thing is social proof. Social proof establish confidences. For say example, if you look at food industry or hotel industry, there are a lot of hotels. If you look at now you can see there are a lot of hotels popping up just like mushrooms in and around Cochin only. If you just look at Cochin as a city, or there are a lot of hotels, and you can see in most of the restaurants there are a lot of rush. In Kochi, there is a hotel named Chechimarada. That is what the name of the restaurant, Chechimarada. Whenever you go there, you have to wait for the seat. You get very good, delicious meal. There are a lot of varieties of fish items they provide. There are a lot of fish curries and fish fries which they provide to you. So whenever you go, you have to wait. At any time you go, there will be a rush. So why? Because this is a social proof why people gain the confidence. If you have food from there, you will have a feeling of having a homely food served by chechis, and very good food with delicious fish fries and fish curries. So this is by having lot of people waiting out there gives us a social proof that okay, this is the best place to have our meal. So social proof really matters. So your reviews of the customers, your reviews, testimonials, all these things help you to improve your traffic, or improve your number of customers over there. Next most important thing is that ethical persuasion creates loyalty. So the word ethical really matters, my friends. It's, as I said in the beginning, sales is not about just pushing a product to a customer to meet your mere targets. It's not about meeting your targets, okay, to get escaped from your boss shouting. You try to sell a product, somehow you want to sell the services. It's not like that. It's all about ethically pursuing your customers. So for example, if you look at Dabur, so they are into honey, they have a lot of the products. So they are into highlighting their natural ingredients, their environmental sustainability. All these things really matters, how we are dealing with the product and all. So this is the link between customer trust. This is how the persuasion have a link between the customer trust. Now just let's look into the key principles. The key principles of persuasion. What are the key principles? Number one principle is that it's liking. Unless otherwise we like person you won't able to sell. So in sales we used to say that you have to sell yourself first. If you fail to sell yourself, then even though you may be having world's number one product with you, you may having your service may be exceptional, but if the customer doesn't like your approach, the way you speak, the way you think, the way you try to influence them, if they don't like it, sales won't happen. So liking really matters. How do we like? Say for example, if you look at the example of Amul, how they brand their self, they used to have that popular features of various Bollywood celebrities used to come up and promoting the brands. So liking really matters. That is the number one principle of persuasion. And second thing is scarcity. So what do you mean by scarcity? Anyone can comment on the chat box. What do you mean by scarcity?
Your product should be something that is in dire need in the market.
All right. Any more responses? Limitation of resources. Yes, Mrs. Siddhesh. Limitation of resources. Scarcity is like that. What if I lose this opportunity? No, this is something very limited. For example, if you look at the e-commerce websites, Amazon and all, they used to yeah, which is not easily available. They have this $1 billion sale. So what do they say? If at big million days, if you buy products in a big billion days, you get a lot of offers and things. So this is a limited period offer. This is for 7 days only. This is for 5 days only. So this is called scarcity. So this is one kind of process which we use. You can see that these kind of things in supermarket, hypermarkets and all. So this offer is till 31st of Jan. So or 31st of March, they'll be giving some offers. So before 31st, you have to go to the hypermarket and purchase these things, or else you won't get the offers. So this is called scarcity. This is one principle. Second thing is that authority. Authority in the sense, the people should believe that you are an expert in the service or the product you deal with. They should be confident. So how to gain the authority? For say example, if you look at hospitals, so there's an hospital named Astra Medicity. So it's quite popular, or Fortis Hospital, Fortis. So what they brand, they shows that we have doctors who have highly experienced doctors we have, and they are from US, they are from Germany, they are from Australia, they are from they have 10-20 years of experience, 30 years of experience. So this shows the authority. You get to understand. So whenever they see the ad, we have a trust. Okay, if I go to that hospital, I get cured because in that hospital so and so doctors are there. And why that? What is the peculiarity of that so and so doctors? They have 30 plus years of experience, and they are from premium institutes. They have taken degree from prestigious institutions, and they have experience in abroad as well. So these shows the authority. Then comes consensus. In simple terms, we say social proof. How many of you or your product have very good reviews? So reviews really matters. What other people say about your product. what other people say about your services. So that also a part of persuasion. So based on the reviews and testimonials you have, you will get out to more people, and you can able to get to more customers. Then comes reciprocity. What do you mean by reciprocity? Can anyone comment on the chat box? Reciprocity, give and take. Okay. Any more responses for reciprocity? Privilege. Okay. Divya says privilege. Encourages customer to make purchases. So Mr. Jaydeep says encourages customers to make purchases. Reciprocity in the sense, it is creating a sense of obligation. How do you create sense of obligation? Say for example, like Airtel is giving free data for the customers, so that you will be keep on subscribing Airtel because you are getting free data. This is a sense of obligation you get. Giving sample products, very good, Anjali. So giving sample products, you went into a supermarket, you went into a hypermarket, and the salesperson giving you a packet of semia. So this is a semia packet, so you can just try. This is a free for it. So when you try, when you give that sample semia packet, and when you cook that, you feel it is good, you come again and purchase it. All right. So this is called reciprocity. So reciprocity is adding value, or giving something new, value added to the customer, so that he feel that, okay, let me come and do the business with you. And last one is consistency. So friends, consistency is the key to any business, any sales. It's all about giving the same quality of services you're providing. The consistency should be, you have to keep on doing it. It is not just for the year you're doing it. No, just for an year or just for 6 months. No, that is not. It's all about the consistency. If you just imagine Tata as a brand, how they have become a big brand. So whenever we talk about Tata, people always say good about it. So whenever we speak about Ratan Tata ji, we will be highly happy, and we feel very much excited to talk about him. Why? Because he himself is a brand, and Tata has their own policies. So they are consistently performing, and they are consistently giving the best to the customers they are dealing with. So these are the key principles of persuasion: liking, scarcity, authority, consciousness, reciprocity, and consistency. So let's have some practical persuasion techniques. So understanding customer needs, that is number one. So tell me, out of 10, give me the rating of need assessment. How important it is to assess the need of the customer. Out of 10, how much score you will give? Please use the chat box. How important is need assessment? 8 out of 10. Anjali says 8 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Mr. Ajay says 10 out of 10. All right. 10. Lindsay says 10. Right. Divya says 10. 10. Good. Nimla ma'am says 10. Yeah. So let me ask you, thank you for your responses. Let me ask you this question. So tell me, my friends, all we are customers, right? We are all customers of someone else. So I am wearing a blazer of Raymond's. So I am a customer for Raymond. So we are all customers of someone else. So we'll be customer for someone else throughout our life. We'll be using a lot of products. We'll be having clothing. We'll be brushing our teeth. So we'll be using a lot of products. So we all are customers to someone else. So let me ask you this question. How many of you have experienced that whenever you enter a shop, whether that salesperson is giving information to you or taking information from you? Giving or taking? What is in most cases, what is happening? What is happening? Whether they are giving the information or taking the information. The influence, they are talking. They are just talking. Ajay says they are just keep on talking. They give information. Anjali says give information. Right. So giving what they are giving is most genuinely what we say. If we just look around us, most of them just give information rather than taking. Only few of them take information and then give. Probably if you look at some sales people, they once they get the customer, they start to bombard with information. They start to talk about the product irrespective of taking information. So before giving, you have to first take. That is need assessment. That is called need assessment. So without assessing the need, you won't able to sell the right product or service to the customer. So always remember, we are selling the solution, we are selling a problem, we are solving a problem of the customer. So you have to identify what the problem is. To identify the problem, how do you identify? Communicating with the clients. Yeah, little more specific. I need a specific answer for that. Survey. Srishi says survey. Okay, little more specific answer. Need assessment? Yes, ma'am. Need analysis. That is what we are talking about. How do you assess the need? Survey in the sense like you are there is a person who are entering into a shop and you're going to give him a questionnaire and ask him to fill, sir, please fill the questionnaire, and that is how it is. This can questionnaire and all we can give to the later stage, to the mass crowd, to whether the how to do some survey after the sale. But in the sales process, I'm asking, you are in between the sales process. Now you are talking, there is a customer in front of you right now. How do you assess your need? You cannot give a questionnaire and ask him to fill it, right? You cannot give him a plain paper and sir, you can just write what are things coming up in your mind. How do you do it? Simple way. Asking right questions. Yes, Sitish, it's all about asking. We call it as probing. In sales, we use the word probing. So write P in the chat box. Everyone, please type P in the chat box. Please type P. Probing. It's all about probing. Yeah, P in the chat box. Very good. P. Probing. Probing is all about asking right questions to the customers. That is what probing is all about. Asking right questions. You have to ask right questions to the customer. Here is the challenge we are going to face. How we are going to ask. Sitish, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Sitish, let me ask you this question. Sitish, what do you like?
Sir, in the sense?
Just give me the answer. What do you like?
Ice cream.
Ice cream. Anjali, are you there? Krishna, anyone, please unmute.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Krishna, tell me what do you like?
Biryani.
Biryani. Okay, Anjali, tell me what you like.
Chocolates.
Chocolates. So this is the response I got. Ice cream, biryani. Someone says, even if I keep on asking, some of you may say, I like sleeping, I like watching movies, I like hang out with my friends, I like to have a chill beer on Sunday morning itself. So you will be having a lot of answers. So the question is not specific. So this is, see, if you want to assess the need, you have to ask the specific question. What do you like? I like many things. What do you hate? I hate a lot of things. So you have to be specific. I ask Anjali, do you prefer coffee or tea? She might say, sir, coffee. Or she might say tea. See, this is how specific you have to be to assess the need of the customer. There are two things. We call it as I and F. I and F. If just to remember, you can say if. I for intention and F for framing. This is the two most important things in probing. Type in I and F in the chat box. Everyone, please type I and F in the chat box. I means intention and F means framing. I for intention and F for framing. Yeah, thank you. Intention. Clearer the intention. Clearer the intention. You should have a clear intention. Why the customer is why the customer is in your shop, or why the customer is in your business center, why that person has been there. Sitish being a chartered accountant, he is into consultancy, he is into thing. I being a business owner, I approach him. So you should have to know what is my intention is, right? How do you know my intention? By asking right questions. You have to ask right question. You cannot just assume, okay, he is a business owner and I am a chartered accountant, so definitely he has come approached me to file some GST or something. How can you assume it? My requirement may be something else. So by assuming, you cannot say a lot of things about GST and filing and tax and all. Clearer the intention. Listen to this carefully. Clearer the intention, better the framing. Clearer the intention, better the framing. Better the framing, higher chance of closing the sale. Clearer the intention, better the framing. Better the framing, higher chance of closing the sale. So probing is all about asking questions. It's all about asking questions. So you cannot keep on asking. That is the biggest challenge. So if you are a doctor, it is okay. You can ask a lot of questions. If you are a lawyer also, there is no problem. You can keep on asking a lot of questions. But in front of a customer, you cannot keep on asking questions. He may think, why you are questioning me? The customer will think, why you are questioning me? He'll have that kind of feeling. So take less time, maximum output. How you can gain it? Through experience. It is not easy. It is not easy as we say. It takes time. if you are by practicing and practicing, by meeting a lot of customers, by facing a lot of rejections, you will get equipped. You learn how to ask questions, you will learn how to ask the right questions. That is how it happens. So understanding customer is all about probing. So in probing there is a method we use that is called spin. Since we don't have much time, I am not going for it. I will just give a glimpse of it. As for situation, you have to ask situation question. So situation question in the sense, you should ask the background of the customer. What is their current situation? What kind of challenges they are facing right now? That is called situation question. Now, P stands for problem question. You have to ask what are the current challenges they are facing on. That is called P for problem question. I for implication question. Implication question in the sense, you have to emphasize the challenge they have said. For say example, you may be meeting a business owner and he may be using a particular software for accounts. So you may be selling a ABC accounts, accounting software, and currently the customer may facing, the customer is not may not able to get the real time data. That is the challenge he is facing. So when it comes to implication question, you have to reframe the question and ask, sir, how will be what all challenges you will be facing if you are not able to generate a real time data or a real time report. He may say that these are all challenges. So if this challenges keep on continuing, how many loss will it make to your business? This is called implication question. So implication question is just emphasizing the pain. So if you go to a doctor, doctor will use the same technique. Only in sales we call it as a spin. Doctor will say, if you keep on consuming alcohol, this is what happening. This is the situation of your organs. So this is what you're going to happen. Teachers may say this in different way. So now you are a third year engineering student. Already you have 10 arrears, 10 backlogs you have. So if you keep on continuing it, you won't be able to clear your graduation. So this is called implication. They are using implication. All right. And finally, there is called need payoff. Need payoff means you're just pitching them. Okay, you're facing these kind of challenges. So are you interested to know about a product or a service which solve all these problems to you? This is called need payoff question. So this is how you understand. Second thing is telling stories. Telling stories in the sense, what, everyone like to hear the stories. Here telling stories, what we actually mean is that you have to share the testimonials of your customers. There may be customers who have already utilized your product or services. So you can share the testimony. There was a customer named Anjali. She was suffering from this particular problems. Once she started using our product, now she has she has got better results. She has gone very thick hair. Her hair is growing very well. Her dandruff has gone. So these are the stories. These are kind of stories you have to share with your customers. Telling stories really matters, and effective communication skill. So if you want to become a very good communicator, you have to listen to the customer. You have to listen empathetically. That really matters. You have to listen empathetically. You have to understand what their real problem is. Then that is the process of effective communication. And next most important thing is that objection handling. Okay, my friends, objection handling really matters. Objection handling. So what do you mean by an objection? Answer this question. What do you mean by objection? You can use your chat box or you can unmute yourself. Problem addressal customer declines your product. When client have objections towards your service, we need to respond carefully within. No. My question is, what is objection? Opposing and argument. Opposing or argument. Mr. Anish Babu says negative attitude. All right. Okay. Thank you for your responses. Deviation from our perspective. Okay. Okay. So objection is a strong disagreement about your product or service. Objection is a strong disagreement. That is simple terms. We say objection is strong disagreement. So you have to clearly understand the difference between an objection and a question. Customer will raise objection and they will disapproval. Strong disapproval, strong disagreement. Customer will ask you two things. One, they raise objection. Other thing is that they ask question. Question is to get more clarity about your product or service. You should differentiate what is the difference between question and objection. Objection is the disapproval. They won't think that I don't believe the product you are selling will help solve my dandruff problem. So there is an objection. There are a lot of objections. Some objections we name it like misconception. There are types of objections. Misconception. skeptical. There are some customers who are very skeptical. There are some customers who always know the drawback of the particular product and they will be keep on saying about the drawback of particular product. So that is how it is. Objection. So you have to know how to handle the objection. So you will be how to handle the objection. You have to listen carefully. You have to empathize. You have to approach based on the objection they are raising, whether it is a skeptical one, whether it is drawback one. You have to, based on that, you have to approach the client, address the objections. Okay, so I know this objection handling itself is a big subject. There are a lot of things to share. Since our time is limited, I am not going in deep. So objection handling, one thing, always remember, never ever feel bad about getting objections. Okay, customer will raise objection, definitely they'll be raising objection. So always consider objection as an opportunity to get into the customer's problem. What is his real problem is? You have to understand whether he has some misconceptions, whether he has some skeptical or drawback or something. Based on that, you have to approach it. So always remember, I like to wind up my session with this. Always remember, sales is a game of number. Sales is a game of rejection. You have to understand the nature of sales. How do sales perform? Sales is a game of number. Sales is a game of rejections. In sales, only results are rewarded, not your effort. So it doesn't mean that you should not put any effort. Unless you put effort, you won't get result. You may be working and your manager may be saying you are not performing well. He'll be keep on telling you unless you are achieving the target. Once you achieve the target, he say that wonderful, super, your performance super. If you don't achieve the target, he say you are underperforming. No use of me in your team. I'm just better look some other job. The nature of sales is like that. Understand the nature of the sales and start performing, start learning about sales. There are a lot of things to get understood. So thank you very much. And this is Dilip Ramachandran, founder of SKEEP Academy. So where we train entrepreneurs and professionals on various skills. So you can go to my website, skeepacademy.com, where you get free resources. You can just go to the website and there are free resources useful for entrepreneurs and professionals. There are a few more to get uploaded. Right now there are a few resources PDF format which you can use it for your references. You can just go to skeepacademy.com to download those resources. And for YouTube videos, you can just search SKEEP Academy. That is my YouTube channel name. SKEEP Academy is my YouTube channel name, where you will see 1-minute video on various topics. And this is about me. You can always reach me out in the number given on the screen. 95399433653 is my number. You can reach me out. This is my WhatsApp number. Feel free to connect with me. Thank you very much, JCI Triprayar, for considering me as one among the speakers. Since I am the 4th speaker of the Skillprint, I think I have shared few things which I know.
Good show, Dilip. Thank you.
Thank you, Dharma Madam. Thank you.
Thank you, Dilip sir. Chair recognizes the presence of JCI India National Trainer, JCI Senator Sirisha Bhima, National Coordinator 2025. The floor is open for Q&A and feedbacks. So you can unmute yourself and share any feedbacks or any questions that you are having. Thank you. And I'm sharing the feedback link as well as the group joining link in the chat. So those who are interested can provide the feedback as well as join the WhatsApp group.
So feel free to ask any questions if you have. I will answer it if.
Unmute yourself and provide the feedback or any questions that you're having.
Good morning to all. നല്ല ക്ലാസ് ആയിരുന്നു. ദിലീപ് സാറിന്റെ ഒരു ക്ലാസ്സിനെ കുറിച്ച് ഞാൻ അഭിപ്രായം പറയാനുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ വളരെ മോശമായി പോവും. പക്ഷെ എന്നിരുന്നാൽ പോലും നല്ല ക്ലാസ് ആയിരുന്നു, നല്ല ഇന്ററാക്ഷൻ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. കഴിഞ്ഞ പ്രാവശ്യം ക്ലാസ് എടുത്തപ്പോൾ എനിക്ക് ഒരു ഡ്രോബാക്ക് ആയിട്ട് തോന്നിയത് എനിക്ക് ഇന്ററാക്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റിയില്ല. കാരണം ഒരു ഓൺലൈൻ പ്ലാറ്റ്ഫോമിൽ ഇന്ററാക്ട് ചെയ്യുമ്പം എനിക്കൊരു ഡിഫിക്കൽട്ടി എനിക്ക് ഫീൽ ചെയ്തായിരുന്നു. പക്ഷെ അത് എങ്ങനെ തരണം ചെയ്യാമെന്ന് ഞാൻ സത്യം പറഞ്ഞാൽ പഠിച്ചത് ഇന്നത്തെ ക്ലാസ്സിലാണ്. കാരണം ചാറ്റ് ബോക്സ് യൂസ് ചെയ്യാം, അതുപോലെ തന്നെ സാർ ഓരോരുത്തരുടെ പേര് വിളിച്ചിട്ട് നമ്മളെ കൊണ്ട് ഇന്ററാക്ട് ചെയ്യിപ്പിച്ചു. അത് എനിക്ക് വളരെ പോസിറ്റീവായിട്ട് തോന്നി. അതുകൊണ്ട് നമുക്ക് ക്ലാസ്സിൽ നിന്ന് ആദ്യത്തെ ഒരു സെഷനിൽ സാർ ചോദിച്ച സമയത്തൊന്നും പ്രൊഫഷണൽ ആണോ ബിസിനസ് ആണോ എന്നൊക്കെ ചോദിച്ച സമയത്ത് എനിക്ക് ഇന്ററാക്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ സാധിച്ചില്ല. കുട്ടി എൻ്റെ അടുത്തുണ്ടായിരുന്നു, പക്ഷെ അത് കഴിഞ്ഞതിന് ശേഷം എനിക്ക് ഇന്ററാക്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റി. അപ്പൊ ആ സമയത്ത് എനിക്ക് മനസ്സിലായ ഒരു കാര്യം, വളരെ പോസിറ്റീവായിട്ട് നമ്മളുടെ എല്ലാവരുടെയും ശ്രദ്ധ, കാരണം ഐ കോണ്ടാക്ട് കിട്ടത്തില്ലല്ലോ. അപ്പൊ നമുക്കൊരു ഓൺലൈൻ പ്ലാറ്റ്ഫോമിൽ ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ ഇന്ററാക്ഷൻ കിട്ടാവുന്ന ഒരു സംഭവമാണ് ഈ ചാറ്റ് ബോക്സ്. അപ്പൊ അത് സാർ നന്നായിട്ട് യൂസ് ചെയ്തു. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ ഞാൻ ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ സാറിന്റെ വാച്ച് ചെയ്തത് സാറിന്റെ PPT ആയിരുന്നു. നല്ല ഭംഗിയുണ്ടായിരുന്നു കാണാനായിട്ട്, നല്ല പ്രസന്റേഷൻ ആയിരുന്നു. സോ എനിക്ക് മൊത്തത്തിൽ നന്നായിട്ട് ഇഷ്ടമായി. ടോപ്പിക് എല്ലാം നല്ലതായിരുന്നു, നല്ല ക്ലാസ് ആയിരുന്നു. താങ്ക് യു സർ ഫോർ ദി വണ്ടർഫുൾ സെഷൻ. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Vandana.
Thank you.
Okay.
Can I ask Sirisha ma'am to provide a feedback?
Hello, good morning, everyone. And it was really nice to connect. I was trying to connect the previous two sessions, but I couldn't make it. Dilip Ramachandran sir, you shared very in a simple way how to have your sales process, not to think in a complicated way. That was really nice. And thank you, host president and the team for conducting these sessions. So we can learn in an easy way, not to waste our time on the weekends and use it usefully. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Sirisha. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Where are Kingdom? Feedback
Okay.
Ajish bhai, ഒരു feedback തരാമോ?
ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ഒന്നുമില്ല. അത് വളരെ ഗംഭീരമായിരുന്നു. നമ്മൾ സാധാരണ ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്ന പല കാര്യങ്ങളും അത് കുറച്ചും കൂടി ടെക്നിക്കലായിട്ട് മനസ്സിലാക്കാൻ പറ്റി എന്നുള്ളതാണ്. പിന്നെ ഇത് കുറച്ചും കൂടെ ഞാൻ ഒരു ഫീഡ്ബാക്ക് ആയിട്ട് പറയുകയാണെങ്കിൽ, നമ്മൾ ഇപ്പൊ ഒരു കോമൺ പ്ലാറ്റ്ഫോം ആണല്ലോ. എല്ലാവരും സെയിൽസ് പേഴ്സണൽസ് അല്ല, എല്ലാവരും ബിസിനസ്സുകാരല്ല, പല മേഖലയിൽ നിന്നുള്ള ആൾക്കാരായതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ ഒരു സെൽഫ് മാർക്കറ്റിങ്ങിനെ പറ്റി അല്ലെങ്കിൽ സെൽഫ് സെയിൽസിനെ പറ്റി കുറച്ചും കൂടെ ഫോക്കസ് കൊടുത്തിരുന്നെങ്കിൽ കുറച്ചുകൂടി നന്നാവുമായിരുന്നു എന്നുള്ള ഒരു ഫീഡ്ബാക്ക് ഉണ്ട്. ബാക്കി പ്രസന്റേഷൻ വൈസ് ആണെങ്കിലും ബാക്കിയെല്ലാം വന്ദനയൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞതുപോലെ തന്നെ വളരെ പെർഫെക്റ്റ് ആയിരുന്നു. പിന്നെ നമ്മളുടെ ഒരു ഫാക്കൾട്ടി, നമ്മളുടെ ഗുരുവിനെ പറ്റി നമ്മൾ അഭിപ്രായം പറയുന്നതിലോ ഇതൊന്നും നമ്മൾ അത്ര ആളായിട്ടില്ല. എല്ലാം കൊണ്ടും വളരെ നല്ലൊരു പ്രോഗ്രാം ആയിരുന്നു. നമുക്ക് വളരെ ഫ്രീ ആയിട്ട് ഒരു സെയിൽസ് മാസ്റ്ററി ക്ലാസ് അറ്റൻഡ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റി എന്നുള്ളത് തന്നെയാണ് ഇതിന്റെ ഒരു സന്തോഷം, ഇന്ന് ഈ ഒരു സമയം ഇവിടെ ചെലവഴിച്ചത്. താങ്ക് യു.
ഓക്കെ, താങ്ക് യു.
ഗുഡ് ആഫ്റ്റർനൂൺ. വളരെ നല്ലൊരു സെഷൻ ആയിരുന്നു. ഭയങ്കര ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റിംഗ് ആയിട്ടായിരുന്നു സാർ പ്രസന്റ് ചെയ്തത്. പിന്നെ ശരിക്കും പറഞ്ഞ ഒരു ഓഫ്ലൈൻ ട്രെയിനിങ് എങ്ങനെയാണോ അതുപോലെയാണ് സാർ അവിടെ നിന്നുകൊണ്ട് ക്ലാസ് ഒക്കെ എടുത്തത്. പിന്നെ ബാക്ക്ഗ്രൗണ്ട് സ്ക്രീൻ അടിപൊളിയായിരുന്നു. കുറെ സെയിൽസ് ടെക്നിക്സും സെയിൽസ് റിലേറ്റഡ് കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ മനസ്സിലാക്കാൻ പറ്റി. അപ്പം അത് ഫ്യൂച്ചറിൽ എനിക്കും കൂടെ ബെനിഫിഷ്യൽ ആവുമെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുന്നു. അപ്പം താങ്ക് യു സോ മച്ച് സാർ. ഭയങ്കര നല്ല സെഷൻ ആയിരുന്നു. താങ്ക് യു.
Thank you, Anjali.
For your feedbacks. Ladies and gentlemen, what a fantastic session of Skills Sprint 2025. Truly embodied our motto, learn, grow, and empower. Dilip sir's 11 plus years of experience, real life examples, and practical strategies have given us invaluable takeaways to apply in our personal and professional lives. Now I invite JC Ankit to propose the vote of thanks.
A very good morning to all. As we conclude our Skills Sprint section today, I would like to extend our sincere gratitude to trainer JCI Senator Dilip Ramachandran for an insightful section on mastering basics of persuasion in sales. Without any hesitation, we could all say that his expertise in the field has been invaluable. To mention, JCI Dilip Ramachandran is not a new person to Triprayar chapter. As we had hosted 2024 Speechcraft in 2024, we had JCI Senator Dilip Ramachandran as one of faculty, and we had realized how effective and expert is in his own field. And I would like to also thank our chapter president, presiding officer JC Krishna, vice president training JC Sitesh, who served as the chairman of the section, and director training JC Savit Valayil, whose dedication has been instrumental in organizing trainings every week without any delay or cancellation. It's been four sections. It's been a month. And to mention, it's at least till March and all the trainings has been scheduled. And a very sincere appreciation to our Vice President training, JC Sitesh. And to all participants in our section, that is our JCI members and non-JCI members, guests, and our JCI leaders, for your participation made this section a success. And stay tuned for our next section, and let's keep up the spirit of Skills Sprint 2025, and that is learn, grow, and empower. And thank you, and wishing all a very happy Valentine's week ahead. Thank you.
And the learning never stops. See you next week for the next sprint. Thank you.